Good morning dear cadets. So there are certain doubts in the previous videos and that should be rectified here only. Okay. Now actually we are in the nucleophilic substitution reaction SN2 and SN1. So SN2 study only I started and completed also. SN1 today I have to teach, but before starting SN1 mechanism, it is better to solve certain doubts. Now this is one of the complete the reaction. First one, this one. Okay, Samarth has asked in the group. Actually, what is the name of this one? This is methyl cyclohexene. Methyl cyclohexene. Their structure can be written like that. Just see here CH. Here what is there? A double bond is there. So H won't be there. CH3 is there. And the rest all places CH2, CH2, CH2. And here also CH2 is there. Okay. Now this is getting added with HI. So according to Markovnikov's addition, negative part should goes to that carbon atom of double bond which contains lesser number of hydrogen. So just see, this one and this one, these two are double bonded carbon atom. So here what is there which is containing lesser number of hydrogen? This one. So the I is the negative part, it will be attached here. Okay. So now you will get 1-methyl cyclohexane now. Earlier it was cyclohexene. Now it is cyclohexane because double bond gets broken and H will be attached here. Okay. What mistake was there? In product side again I put here double bond. So double bond will not be there. So I hope now this is clarified to you. Second one is Pratik has asked this question yesterday, isn't it? And he has discussed in full length. So I have decided to explain in the video only because in the group, WhatsApp group, I can't make all these structures. Parachlorovenzene, ortho-dichlorobenzene, meta-dichlorobenzene. That is why I am clarifying in the doubt only, means in the video only. So order of boiling point of ortho-dichlorobenzene, meta-dichlorobenzene and para-dichlorobenzene. Just see, this is the order. Okay. Ortho is having the highest boiling point, 443 Kelvin. Then para-dichlorobenzene 448. Then meta-dichlorobenzene 446 Kelvin. Okay. What is the reason behind this one? Try to understand. In let it be ortho, meta or para. There are two types of effect, resonance effect and inductive effect. Okay. So because of resonance effect, both chlorine will push their electron towards the benzene ring. So now what would be there? This carbon atom, all these carbon atoms subsequently will have negative charge. Okay. Now resonance effect and inductive effect just opposite to each other in case of chlorine, because in real practice chlorine is the electron withdrawing group. So as far as inductive effect is concerned, the ring electron will go towards the chlorine. But according to resonance effect, lone pair of electron of chlorine should come to the benzene ring. Okay. Just try to understand, resonance and inductive, both effect are highest in magnitude in case of ortho. Okay. So the magnitude of inductive effect and resonance effect both are present in high magnitude as far as ortho-dichlorobenzene is concerned. Okay. So because of that inductive effect and resonance effect, what would be there? The molecules of so many molecules of dichlorobenzene, they will have negative charge. Okay. So now actually frankly speaking, because of resonance effect, polarity arises. So this effect is very much high in dichlorobenzene. That is why there is a association of molecules as far as ortho-dichlorobenzene is concerned. Okay. So their boiling point will be high. That effect, resonance effect and inductive effect is less as compared to ortho in para, but in meta it is completely absent. Okay. How it is absent? Just see, last year I taught you nitrobenzene resonating structure. So if you recall that one, in meta position there is no effect of resonance. Meta position is unaffected from the resonance effect. So here in case of meta-dichlorobenzene, resonance and inductive effect is almost zero. That is why their polarity will not be here. Polarity will not be here. Here polarity will be there, and because of polarity, what would be there? Dipole-dipole interaction. So many molecules will come close to each other, and because of that there is an association of molecules. So explanation here I wrote, this can be explained on the basis of resonance and inductive effect. In orthodichlorobenzene, resonance and inductive effect is very high, while in case of paradichlorobenzene it is bit less, while in case of meta-dichlorobenzene it is absent. So this is the order of boiling point. Now how you can make the resonating structure? Now if I will make, so it will take near about 30 minutes. Isn't it? Just you recall the knowledge of last year resonating structure of orthonitrobenzene, metanitrobenzene and paranitrobenzene. Only the difference is in case of nitrobenzene, NO2 group is there, here Cl is there. The rest resonating structure will be same. Just if you will write that much, that is enough. Now in case of ortho, resonance and inductive effect magnitude is high, that is why their boiling point is more. Okay. What about the order of melting point? Order of melting point in the video I have explained properly, isn't it? Once again I am telling you, this order is just reverse. In this case, para will have the highest melting point. If you are having doubt, will write their melting point also. Okay. Even though in the previous video I wrote, there is no need of writing the melting point, but this para will highest, then ortho, then meta. What is the reason? Para form is symmetrical form. If para form is symmetrical, then it will fit into their crystal lattice properly. So packing is close. When packing is close, then what would be there? To break. If packing is close, then intermolecular attractive forces will also be more. If magnitude of intermolecular attractive forces are more, then more amount of energy is supplied to melt it. More amount of energy is supplied to melt it. That is why this is the order of melting point. Okay. Para form is most symmetrical, hence it fits into crystal lattice properly, and packing is very close. Intermolecular force of attraction is very high, hence more amount of energy is needed to break this one. Okay. And now try to understand here. Para is basically solid. Para form is solid, and this one ortho and meta, they are liquid. Correct. And that is why boiling point order is reverse, but method of explanation or basis of explanation is different. Here what is there? Boiling point order can be explained on the basis of resonance and inductive effect. Melting point can be explained on the basis of symmetrical nature of para form. Okay. This is symmetrical, hence packing will be close. When packing will be close, then intermolecular attractive forces will also be more. If they are more, then more amount of energy is supplied. Once again listen, para form is solid, ortho and meta is liquid. Okay. In this way I hope that your doubt is clarified. Now let us move toward the SN1 mechanism. So we are in the nucleophilic substitution reaction. Okay. So nucleophilic substitution reaction. Nucleophilic substitution reactions are two types, SN2, SN1. So SN2 I have already completed. Now SN1 reaction. Substitution nucleophilic unimolecular. Uni means one. Okay. Just see one reaction. Okay. Just see. This is CH3, CH3, CH3Br. Tertiary alkyl halide. Their reaction with KOH. So what is the product here? Product is CH3, here also CH3, here also CH3, and here what is there? OH plus what is there? KBr. Okay. This is T-butyl alcohol is formed. This is the reaction. Okay. It is not a mechanism. Okay. Just see, I will write the mechanism step by step. Now see the mechanism, how this reaction is taking place. Step number first. So actually that is not a step, just see KOH, this is write down here aqueous. So KOH will dissociate into K positive aqueous plus OH negative aqueous. Okay. Now step number first. Step number first name is formation of carbocation. Formation of carbocation. Remember, name is SN1, but it gets completed in 2 steps. Just see, this is 3-degree alkyl halide. So 3 alkyl group is known for plus I effect. So they will already, this CBr bond is polar bond. Now what is there? Due to plus I effect of alkyl group or methyl group, now polarity will increase here. So this bond will be broken because these methyl group will push electron towards this carbon atom. Then it will be very high negative. Okay, negatively charged, not slightly negative, very high negatively charged. So now polarity will increase. So when polarity will increase, then what would be there? This bond will be broken from here. So the formation of carbocation, just see here. C, here what is there? CH3, here also what is there? CH3, here also what is there? CH3, here Br. Now here what would be there? Here CH3, here also CH3 positive sign plus Br negative. This is leaving group. What is this one? Leaving group. Okay, no problem. Now try to understand. This step is reversible step. What is this one? Reversible step. And slow. This is slow. And slow step is only rate determining step. Slow step is only rate determining step. Okay. So you can write here rate determining step. Rate determining step. Okay. Yes. So carbocation is formed now. Now in the second step I am writing here. Second step. Attack of nucleophile. Attack of nucleophile. Nucleophile here it may attack from rear side, it may attack from front side. You can make their structure. I don't have any problem. Means 3-dimensional structure. 3-dimensional structure means it can be written like that. Just see. Let me make that structure only. See. This is C. Now here CH3. Here what would be there? Just see. This. Just see. One dotted line and another one is solid wedge. Here write CH3, here also write CH3, and here write Br. Okay. Now try to understand. Here this step is only slow step. It is rate determining step. So rate equal to what would be there? Rate equal to K, bracket close, and write down here CH3 whole thrice CBr. That is why means rate of reaction depends upon the molar concentration of this tertiary butyl bromide only. That is why it is known as unimolecular. While in case of SN2, what was there? Rate of reaction was depending upon the molar concentration of alkyl halide as well as attacking nucleophile. Here only this is the rate determining step. Hence molar rate of reaction depends upon the molar concentration of this compound only. That is T-butyl bromide. Okay. And now step number second, attack of nucleophile. Nucleophile may attack from rear side, may attack from front side. Option is there here. While in case of SN2, what was there? Nucleophile always attack from rear side. because of attack of nucleophile from rear side, Walden inversion was there. Here inversion is not there. Just see, make this one. See here CH3, here what is there? Just see this here, CH3 plus here carbocation is for positive sign plus OH negative. This is attacking here. So now what is the next one now? This is fast step. This is not slow step, fast step. Hence it is not rate determining step. So see here what is there? CH3 and here what is there? This. Here what is there? CH3 and OH. Okay, now over. So this reaction is taking place in 2 steps, but name is SN1 mechanism. Okay, so I hope that you understood the meaning of nucleophilic substitution or substitution nucleophilic bimolecular and unimolecular. Bimolecular means rate of reaction depends upon the molar concentration of alkyl halide as well as attacking nucleophile, and unimolecular means rate of reaction only depends upon the molar concentration of alkyl halide. Here 3-degree alkyl halide is there. So this is the mechanism. Now whatever I have explained here, same thing should be written in the word. Okay, and their order of reaction also should be explained. So let me delete this one, we'll write the meaning of that. Here Walden inversion is also not there. Okay, so just see characteristics of SN1 mechanism. Okay, now upper side I wrote order of reactivity of Rx means alkyl halide towards SN1 mechanism. I will explain upper side later on, don't worry. Purposely I wrote upper side because to explain this one I require some space. So let us first finish this one only. What are the characteristics of SN1 mechanism? Just see, name is SN1 but reaction gets completed in 2 steps. While in that case what was there? Name was SN2 but reaction gets completed in 1 step. So remember this one. Okay, and I hope that you understood the meaning of 2 and 1. 2 means rate of reaction depends upon the molar concentration of 2 things, alkyl halide and attacking nucleophile. 1 means rate of reaction only depends upon the molar concentration of alkyl halide, reacting alkyl halide. Okay, so I don't think there is any confusion now. Okay, so this reaction gets completed in 2 steps. There is a formation of carbocation also. Okay, no transition state is formed here. Transition state is not formed. While in that case what was there? Transition state was formed. Here rate of reaction only depends upon the molar concentration of alkyl halide. Okay, here what is there? Attacking nucleophile may attack from rear side or front side. Okay, both option is there. Next one, there is no inversion of configuration. You can see in SN2 mechanism there is a inversion of configuration of means umbrella example I have given you, isn't it? Normal umbrella and inverted umbrella, isn't it? So in inverted umbrella what would be there? Whatever earlier positions were there, now it will be shifted. Okay, now stick was downside, now downside or not, and umbrella was like, it is like that. Now when umbrella is upside down, then umbrella would be like that and stick would be like that. This is umbrella. Earlier umbrella was like that, now umbrella is like that. Okay, so that is the Walden inversion. Okay, so in SN2 Walden inversion is there, but in SN1 Walden inversion is not there. One more thing is there. SN2 mechanism does not facilitated by polar solvent, but SN1 mechanism is facilitated by polar solvent. What is the meaning of presence of polar solvent here? Try to understand. In SN1 mechanism, there must be formation of carbocation, and carbocation can only be formed when there is a ionization. There is a breaking of bond between C and X. C means carbon and X means halogen. Okay. If you will take polar solvent, so that bond, polar solvent like water, alcohol, so that bond will be easily broken because polar solvent dielectric constant is very high. Okay. So when dielectric constant is very high, ionization process or breaking of bond will be facilitated. Okay. That is why the presence of polar solvent is required here, but in SN2 mechanism, polar solvent is not required. Okay. So I hope that you have got this one. These are the characteristics, and now you can compare with SN2 mechanism also I taught. Now order of reactivity of alkyl halide towards SN1 mechanism. So order of reactivity is just reverse the order of reactivity of SN2. In SN2 what was the order? 1, 2, 3. In SN1 what is the order? 3, 2, 1. In this way you can remember SN2. So 2 is there. So order of reactivity is 1, 2, 3. In SN1, 1 is there. Order of reactivity is 3, 2, 1. You can remember in other ascending order and descending order also. Like in SN2, now order of reactivity is in descending order. Here what is there? Ascending order. 3, 2, 1. Both way you can say. Don't use word ascending and descending, which you like most. I don't have any problem. But just see, the best way to remember this one is SN2. 2 is there. Hence, order of reactivity is 1, 2, 3. Ascending order. 1, 2, 3. Correct? Now here what is there? SN1. 1 is there. What is the order of reactivity? Descending order. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Correct? 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Okay? Over. Now this order should be explained. 3, 2, 1. It should be explained. Just see. You might have seen that in SN1 mechanism there is a formation of carbocation. So if carbocation is formed, then their stability should be more. If carbocation is stable, then only major product will be formed. So actually in 3 degree carbocation, let me wipe out this one, then we'll tell. Okay, so just see. I wrote the structure of 3 degree, 2 degree and 1 degree carbocation. Just see. The stability of 3, 2 degree and 1 degree can be explained on the basis of hyperconjugation. Last year hyperconjugation effect I taught you. Just see. With this is carbocation. Okay. Here what is there? How many CH bond is there? Greater the number of CH bond, greater will be the stability. Okay. So 3 CH bond is here, 3 here, 3 here. Total 9 CH bond is there. Okay. And I will not teach in detail hyperconjugation because last year I taught. Here what is there? Only 6 CH bond is there. Here only 3 CH, CH. And just see. Here 3, 3, 6. Here what is there? Only 5 CH bond is there. Okay. 5 CH bond is there. Correct? Or you can say only 3 is there because this is only carbocation. That much is only there. So here 6, here 3, here what is there? No CH bond. Okay? No CH bond. Means CH bond should be with this carbocation. It should be attached. With this carbocation, this CH3 means 3CH, 3CH. Here 9 CH bond. Okay? So this is the order of stability. Now remember, I wrote here 1 degree, 1 degree. 2 times I wrote 1 degree. So alone carbon atom are bonded with one more carbon atom. Both are 1 degree only. So this carbocation carbon bonded with one more carbon atom. So that is why it is 1 degree. Alone carbon atom. That is why it is also 1 degree. I don't think any problem is there. Okay, so to explain the stability of, since 3-degree carbocation is more stable due to hyperconjugation, that is why this is the order of reactivity. Now here I wrote one more point. Okay, what is that one? Sometime even 2-degree carbocation undergoes 1,2 hydride shift or 1,2 methyl shift to form more stable 3-degree carbocation. Okay, so this is required to understand what do you mean by 1,2 hydride shift, what do you mean by 1,2 methyl shift, because in the conversion most of the places this is happening. Okay, so it is better to understand here only. What do you mean by 1,2 methyl shift and 1,2 hydride shift? Okay. Now just see, understand here 1,2 hydride shift and 1,2 methyl shift. See, this is the compound. What always remember, basically 2-degree carbocation is only undergoing these process, 1,2 hydride shift and 1,2 methyl shift. Just see here. Now minus Br here also minus Br in the sense means Br is coming out. Okay, so when it comes out, then what would be the carbocation? Just see, CH3, CH3, here also CH3, sorry, here H, and here what is there? CH. Okay, you can write like that, CH, now positive sign here, and this is CH3. Which degree carbocation is generated? 2 degree only. Just check here. 2-degree carbocation, because this is 2 number carbon atom. It is bonded with 2 other carbon atom, this side and this side. Okay, 2-degree carbon atom. Now see here also. See, now minus Br, then what would be there? Just see, CH3, C, here also CH3, here also CH3. Then here what is there? C, here H, here positive sign, and here what is there? CH3. Okay, now which degree carbocation is formed? 2-degree carbocation in both case form. Now here what is there? Rearrangement. What is here? Rearrangement. This side and this side. Rearrangement. Here also rearrangement. Okay, no problem at all. Now try to understand here. If we shift this hydrogen along with its bond pair electron to this side, okay, just see. Similarly, if we shift this methyl group from here to here, then which degree carbocation will be generated? 3 degree. Just see. This H here you can write, H moves with BP. Similarly, CH3 moves with BP. BP means bond pair electron. Okay. Now just see. Now shift this one here. Then CH3. C, here what is there? CH3. Now here positive sign. Here C, here H, and here CH3. So here which degree carbocation? This one 2 degree carbocation. 2 degree carbocation. Here what is there? 3 degree carbocation. 3 degree carbocation. Okay. Similarly, here just see, CH3, C, here what is there? CH3. Now shift this one. So this is positive sign now. This CH3 should be shifted here. So now here what is there? C, here H, here what is there? CH3, and here what is there? CH3. Now here what was there? This is 2 degree carbocation. 2 degree carbocation. And here also what is there? 3 degree carbocation. 3-degree carbocation. Okay, so now just see, since 3-degree carbocation is more stable than 2-degree carbocation, that is why need of rearrangement is there. Okay, now in the conversion, most of the places this is this is to be done. Okay, that is why I taught this one. In this way, this is over. So okay dear cadets, now almost 30-minute video is over, and I have to prepare one more video for your class only. So let us not increase the duration of video, that much enough for today. Remember one more thing, the stability of carbocation can be explained on the basis of inductive effect also, plus I effect of alkyl group. In addition to the hyperconjugation effect, you can take inductive effect also, because in the NCERT book they have given inductive effect. So there is no issue, you can explain. Both are almost similar thing. Only the thing is, in hyperconjugation CH bond should be there, and in inductive effect plus I effect of alkyl group should be taken into consideration. Okay, both are same thing. So I don't think any issue is there. So always remember one thing, alone carbon atom are bonded with one more carbon atom, that is called 1-degree carbon atom. One thing. Second one thing is, greater the size of alkyl group, greater will be the plus I effect, because in upcoming video these two concepts and given example of NCERT book, these two concepts will be involved. Remember, greater the size of alkyl group, greater will be the plus I effect. Okay, I hope that you have got it. Okay, thank you.